everybody. This is an exciting day in Newport News. This is an event that we have been waiting for forever. You all know that anything that happens in government takes time, and this bridge was being discussed and planned when I came on the council in 2002. And now, how many years later? 18 years later, we're standing on it. We've been working on this bridge with basic construction, I think I have them right, and Bryant construction for the past 3 years. And I am just so excited to see it come to fruition. There are so few projects that we've been able to get completed here in the North District. So we're always excited when anything happens across the city, but we are more excited when things happen here in the city of Newport News in the North District. So we're here today to celebrate and to get our maiden ride across the bridge, and we just want to create this excitement and share it with you all today. I have to thank so many people who came before me who actually started this plan, and the ones who were there before today. And we as our former mayor Joe Frank used to say, the turtle didn't get on the fence by itself. Well, this project didn't happen in a vacuum either, not by itself. There were so many people involved, the staff, the city managers, the former city managers. There were people that worked hard to make sure that this day came for us here in the city of Newport News. And it's a beautiful day, so you can see even God is pleased. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. So we hope that you are sharing in the excitement of this event. For so long, Denby has been known for our traffic, our congestion, and those of you who live here, you know that it's impossible, especially in the morning and on drive time, to even get through the city of Newport News in the northern end. If you get to Oyster Point and you try to get to Fort Eustis, there is always a battle. So this will eliminate some of that congestion and give us some opportunities to get from Warwick over to Jefferson Avenue with a little less exertion, I guess I should say. I live maybe a mile and a half from here, so I'm like so excited. I can leave home, make a left onto Warwick, make a right onto Atkinson. I am on Jefferson Avenue and on my way to the interstate or downtown or wherever I need to be. So I'm just excited today that this is happening right here in our district. I'm joined up front today by my mayor, Mr. McKinley Price, and Councilman Marcellus Harris, who represents here in the North District as well. And I have other dignitaries here who I would be remiss if I didn't call their names, even though they are safely in their vehicles. I hope everybody's car's closed. Yes, they're in their vehicles. There's Vice Mayor Sandra Cherry, Councilman Dave Jenkins, he must be very special. He got a toot from the train. Councilwoman Tina Vegg, Councilwoman Pat Woodbury, City Manager Cindy Roth, who is right behind that motorcycle that y'all might see me drive that later. And we have former Councilwoman Madeline McMillan somewhere in this crowd, and I know she is terribly excited, and she must be special too. She got a toot from the train also. So I don't know where my toot was. Where was my toot, Sarah? But anyways, we're so glad to be here. And now I must introduce our mayor, Dr. McKinley Price. Thank you so much for coming today.
I want to thank you, Sharon, for that introduction and for those remarks. And good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the city's first drive-in event. Now, while I'm disappointed we can't gather in our usual fashion, I'm glad we can still come together to celebrate the opening of Atkinson Boulevard. And who's excited about this new connection between Warwick and Jefferson? Let's hear some horns out there. Okay, we've all sat in traffic and said we wish there was another way around, especially in the northern part of the city, and now there is. Atkinson Boulevard will alleviate congestion and reduce the time it takes to get where you want to be. While construction began in 2017, we've been discussing the need for this roadway for decades. A big thank you goes to the former and current city officials, partners, and community leaders who never gave up, even during the challenging years, and worked hard to bring this project to completion. Now, I couldn't possibly mention all of the people who played a role in making this project a reality, but I do want to recognize a few. And first, our friends at the Virginia Department of Transportation, as the vast majority of the funding for this project came through VDOT. We want to thank Hampton Roads District Administrator Chris Hall for his support, and Whitman Rickort and Associates, led by Brian Hensall and John Maddox, served as the designer for this magnificent new roadway. And the contractor for this project was a joint venture between Bryant Contracting, led by Doug Jackson, and Basic Construction, led by Derek Patterson. I also want to recognize our own Department of Engineering, particularly Acting Director Craig Gallant and Project Manager Vince Urbano, who managed this massive project. And finally, our City Manager, Cindy Roth. Cindy's leadership brought this project to fruition, and her perseverance helped us get here today. Let's hear some celebratory horns for everyone who worked so hard on Atkinson Boulevard. Okay, we are also joined by Harry Atkinson Jr., the son of the man whom this road is named. Like his father, Harry Atkinson Jr. continues to carry on a legacy of service as he is a lieutenant in the Newport News Police Department. Lieutenant Atkinson's father, Harry Eugene Atkinson, was a lifelong resident of Newport News who dedicated himself to serving our community, our country, and those in our city. He was also a member of the Newport News City Council for many years and served as mayor from 1974 until 1976. This roadway is named in his honor and his commitment to making Newport News a great place to live, work, and visit. Now, while former Atkinson is no longer with us, I'm proud his son and family have joined us to celebrate his life and his work. Thank you also to Classic Cruisers Car Club and the historic Virginia Peninsula Region Antique Automobile Club of America. We are so glad the members are part of our procession and showing off their antique vehicles. The foundation of a thriving city is its accessibility and how well it meets the transportation needs of its residents, businesses, and guests. In our strategic plan, City Council identified improving and enhancing connections on foot as well as bike, car, and public transportation as a key priority. This past summer, we broke ground on the Newport News Transportation Center, a multimodal center that will modernize and streamline transportation on the peninsula, in Hampton Roads, and throughout the Commonwealth. The center is slated to be fully operational in the summer of 2022, and we expect it to impact all modes of transportation with limitless possibilities and future enhancements. The Atkinson Boulevard project, which we are celebrating today, is another example of the city's commitment to enhancing connectivity and demonstrates how Newport News is becoming one of the most vibrant and accessible cities in the state. This $66 million roadway features 1.2 miles of divided roadway and also includes a multi-use path for pedestrians and cyclists. We have some cyclists and runners here today to be the first to cross. Now, I was really excited last week when they told me I would be bike riding today, but plans changed. But thanks to Assistant City Manager Alan Archer for taking my place with the cyclists. I can't wait to cycle across the bridge to see our beautiful city from another perspective. And it's definitely a unique view. The Atkinson Bridge is more than 1,700 feet and takes you over Interstate 64 and CSX Railway. So no matter how you want to travel, by car, bike, or foot, this incredible roadway will help you get to your destination. Today is a great day in Newport News and in the Commonwealth. Transformation is taking place from one end of the city to the other. So buckle your seatbelts and get ready for an exciting ride. And speaking of exciting ride, I'll be crossing the new Atkinson Boulevard with a special guest. We know the holidays are different this year, so to add some magic and merriment to this event, Santa is joining me on the fire truck, and be sure to wave at us as you cross Atkinson Boulevard. And please stay safe this holiday and beyond. Wear a mask, avoid large groups, and take advantage of some of the drive-through holiday options we are offering in our city. And now Councilman Marcellus Harris is going to leave us with a few closing remarks. Councilman Harris.
And good afternoon to everyone who is in attendance with us on this very special day. As so many of us, we cross this area or drive through this area so often and deal with the congestion that you have heard about from my colleagues. This is a very exciting moment because now when we drive across this area and past this place, we're going to always remember this special moment in which we were able to actualize this project, which has been in the works since 2011. The plan has been formulated since 2011. The work has went in since 2017, and now we're here to celebrate and where we'll be able to cross this Atkinson Boulevard project. Personally, I am so excited about this opportunity to have in which our citizens can not only just drive across, but they're going to be able to get exercise in as we can run, jog, ride our bikes, and just be able to enjoy the outdoors here in our beautiful city of Newport News and here in the North District. And to all the residents and citizens here have been so patient throughout the years. We are just ecstatic that you now have an opportunity to cross back and forth to Jefferson Avenue and Warwick Boulevard and have another channel in which you can navigate through our streets and roads. And we're just pleased to be able to have this come into fruition on today. So I'm not going to talk long because I know so many of you are ready to cross this beautiful boulevard and see the sights and be able to enjoy this new amenity that we have for our roadways and travels as we get ready to cross this bridge here at Atkinson Boulevard project. So I'm glad to have our so many that are with us. As you can see the site, they have cars all the way back to the middle school that are ready to cross this bridge together. And we have a special guest from the North Pole that came to stop down here in the North District. And we're going to have a good time crossing Atkinson Boulevard. So if you are ready to cross, let me hear you honk your horns several times. Come on, y'all need to honk them louder than that. As we get ready and get prepared to cross Atkinson Boulevard for the first time. So Mayor Price, Santa, our special guests, and all of our special residents and so many who are here on today, as we get ready to get into our cars and ride across, we are, we're going to celebrate this occasion and remember this occasion for decades to come. So thank you to everybody who's participating on today. So Mayor Price, Santa, rev up your engines. Residents, turn on your cars. Honk your horns as we get ready to cross Atkinson Boulevard.